Holy shit. It's Sunday again. Thank you for tuning in to the Safekeeping Conversation series. My name is Tess Arlo, and I try to bring you a conversation around collecting and ideas of collecting every Sunday from 9 to 10 p.m. Super excited this week to have a very good friend of mine, the one and only Nestle. I really don't know how to intro Nestle. If you don't know about Nestle, you have been living under a rock. So we're gonna take this hour to get to know her through her collection, and yeah, I guess if she's here, we should get started. Nestle joined. LOL. I'm gonna try and also engage with the comments. You know, my bad if in the past few episodes, it seems like we've been ignoring the comments and stuff. We really do want to engage. That is really the motivation here. But sometimes we get deep in the conversation, so it's a little bit tough. But we will try. I will say though that if at the bottom of your screens you'll see a question mark icon, if you have a question that you really need to get out to either Ness or I, please use that function. That way we can also pin it on the screen, and then people will know what we're talking about. I mean, no one will know what we're talking about anyway, but you know, at least we'll try. Okay, without further ado, let's bring on the rapper Nestle. I think Ness is on dial-up. There you are.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening. Hello.
How are
Hi,
you?
everyone. Hi.
Good evening.
Am I doing it right? Is this?
How are you?
Do you see me?
No.
Am I moving? Yeah. Okay. Hi.
Yes. It's live and direct.
Am I laggy?
Nestle came over. Nestle came over yesterday to drop off some mochi donuts and an old issue of Apartamento magazine, and we were very grateful. We stood almost 6 feet apart. Yeah, I skimmed through it. Yeah, I skimmed through it. I haven't had a chance to really get into it yet, but thank you so much for that.
Thank you for accepting it.
So what's going on?
Nothing much. What's going on with you?
Oh yeah, that was hard. Yeah. I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I'm really excited to see what you want to show us today. I purposely did not want to know what Ness had in store for us tonight, because I think Ness, if you know Ness, she collects the world. She's like Katamari Damacy, and she's like a ball that just rolls around the globe and picks up everything along the way.
I'm sticky. I'm sticky.
You're sticky like that, yeah. So the floor is yours, Ness. I think maybe, do you mind introducing yourself a little bit? I mean, everyone knows who you are, but you know, let's say they didn't.
Okay, it's funny that you mentioned that you didn't want to know, like I just like figured it out like 30 minutes ago. So
I mean, that's also why I didn't ask, because I know how you operate.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I am Nestle, and yeah, I'm an artist, and I collect a lot of stuff. And I was trying to figure out why, since you asked me, because it truly did, like, not bother me, but I was just like, oh my gosh, why do I do these things? And then I got really introspective, and then are you growing your hair? Oh, there's a question.
That's a question from Bawang Datio. Are you growing your hair? That's not directed to me.
I haven't done
That's
like
directed to you.
for years, like many years. No, that's Wes. Wes is asking you.
Well,
Hi, Wes.
that's the answer.
Yeah.
That's the answer. I also have not been growing my hair for, I mean, cutting my hair for years. So, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. We are going to have these interruptions. I hope you don't mind, but I do want to engage.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So like, I got thinking like, why? I think if someone were to come in here, it would be like overwhelming, you know, to come into my place. And maybe it's like a lot of nesting,
Mm-hmm.
collect,
Mm-hmm.
but memories, I guess. Yeah.
Right.
So I think I was
Yeah,
thinking of
yeah, I can hear you. I said right. I said right.
like can't go internet lag. Like, I know it takes a little tube,
Yes. Fiber optics.
5G.
Yeah.
5G.
I mean, you were mentioning what it was like to step into your place the first time. For me, I felt like, I mean, I was gonna say I think it really just depends on the type of person you are. Like if you're, a super neat freak, maybe Marie Kondo type or something, it might be overwhelming. I I felt like it was like a treasure trove, right? Like I think you and I share a love for like knickknacks and like
Mm-hmm.
sort of antique shops and stuff like that. So um, yeah, like I totally get what you're saying. I felt at home and I felt wondrous, I was like there's so much that I need to see. Like it was overwhelming in the best sense, right? Like yeah.
That comment, but like it's like like a lot of it is like curiosity, fun things funny. That's like the baseline of a lot of items I have. I feel like you are similar too, like in ways where it's just like, why is
Hmm.
this the way it is, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's different modes, right? Sometimes it's like you like something, you hold on to something because it's not anything special, but it's the timeliness of it, like the time you come across it. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
it's because it's like literally like a beautiful rare item, right? And
Yeah,
sometimes you're right. It's like this is so ridiculous. Like this thing is so funny in like the weirdest way that you're like, I need this in my life to remind me
yeah.
how
It feels
how
sometimes it feels very indulgent, no? Like to do those things. But then I was like, so then I was deep diving into kind of like why and like I feel like I think I brought this up with you, but like the idea of like having being like a good kid or like
hmm
doing what you think you should and like kind of like going back into like how I grew up and kind of like being a helper, like helpful person or doing
hmm
the right thing. And then I found like I think doing these little things like getting a little souvenir or buying something for myself like really helped me go along that way because not only was it like memories but it was like also for me kind of thing where
sure.
it felt bad because it's like self-indulgent but at the same time it felt like sustaining, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, like you needed to give to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think like the sort of negative way to look at that would be like retail therapy or something. But
mm-hmm.
I know how you operate. It's not acquiring something or purchasing something for the sake of it or for the hit of it, right? You're
Mm-hmm.
actually like you just so happen, I think, to be a person, you know, with a grand scope. And so you are also able to relate to a lot of things in the world. And so I think it's quite easy for you to come upon things that you just feel the need to like keep, you know,
Part
because
of
you
me is like, I think I seek it, you know?
yeah, yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like it's. I think you're a bit of, you know. I don't. I'm not. I don't know if it's proper for me to say this, but it's like I feel like you're an empath, and so it's like even within inanimate objects, you know, like if it's like a little bit dusty with like a, you know, paint peeling off of it, you're like, oh my God, that's me. I'm dusty and my paint's peeling. You know, there's like a relational thing that's happening there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to go, I mean, I still do. I used to go to like a lot of like thrift shops and secondhand shops because, and maybe this is me projecting on it, on the experience, but I like that people, like items got like a second chance.
That, oh
Yeah.
wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's almost like it's like adopting a dog or a cat, maybe,
Mm,
right? It's like
yeah.
the first owner couldn't do it for whatever reason, and you're like, I'll give you a good home, kind of thing.
Yeah, you like look at it
Aw,
and
that's so
appreciate it.
nice. That's so
Finding
nice.
new
When you put it that way,
things.
it's so nice.
Yeah, so I think that's why. Because I was just like, why do I like this so much? I don't like shopping in that way. Like I don't buy a lot. I just like browse and peruse and then find like a
Hmm.
gem, I guess. But and my neighbor Andrew said like something that really stuck with me when he always comes into my place. Was that like he's like it's like you're preparing for the afterlife. That's what he said.
Holy.
And I'm like, I felt like kind of struck, but I was just like, I feel so seen, like, you know,
Wow, preparing for the afterlife.
because like you know, like in I don't know, is it Egyptian times, like you know
Sure.
the tomb, like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
bring all
yeah,
the
yeah.
things you like to bring with you.
Yeah, you get
Yeah, so,
you even get your pets mummified, right?
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. So I think it looked like a tomb, and then like I was bringing all my favorite things.
Holy shit. I mean, I mean even like I'm not sure the name of the religious practice or if it's even a religion at all, but I know some Chinese people when when they bury the dead or they cremate the dead, they also burn um like paper houses and paper like
Yeah,
money and
yeah, with the
paper, you
Joss
know,
paper, Joss
yeah,
paper.
and it's like this is for you to take with you into the afterlife. You know, I mean,
Hmm.
it's a little, I mean, a little dark, but also kind of beautiful, right?
And I love the craftsmanship of those things. Like they be made so beautiful. Like you see like this like paper, silver, Gucci watch and like
Yeah,
elephant on it.
yeah, totally.
But like that got me thinking because like I do like collect
No,
and
it's yeah.
buy these things like a memory, and then like because like I feel like life is very fleeting. I have a bad memory, so I don't remember things
Hmm.
on in my brain. For me at least, and then like that's kind of that's why oh my gosh, he like figured me out.
Ness, you're cutting out a little bit, so you know, excuse me if
No.
I'm like not catching everything that you're saying, but you know, we'll just try and like keep it moving, right? Like I don't want you to have to
Mm-hmm.
repeat yourself like a million times
Okay.
because of Wi-Fi.
So like yeah, I have
Um,
a YOLO.
yeah,
So
that's beautiful.
yeah. Should
James
I
Lai
share?
said my grandpa got a paper Mercedes.
What? So then it turns from
That's
paper
crazy.
Mercedes and you burn it and it turns into big Mercedes in like afterlife? Did you
Yeah,
find
that's
out? Did
James
you ask
said.
your grandpa? And I love that idea though, because like even items like with like living people, like they remind you of others and yourself. Like say you did pass on and like like a lot of items I have of my grandma, like it reminds me so much of her. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
part of her is like there because she uses this item a lot or something. And I feel like those
Oh,
things
for
really
sure.
carry, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I show you one of them?
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
it so is this like a collection or is
Mm.
this like a collection of things? I know that's a weird, how do
Collection
I
of
phrase it?
things.
A collection of things. Okay.
Of no, a collection of
Uh-huh.
things in a collection of things.
Collecting things of
Things
collection.
you collect. I'm joking. I don't know. But one
Ness,
of them
Ness
is
and I
like,
were Ness and I were talking about doing this episode with the backs of our heads too. So
yeah,
we might do that maybe a little bit later.
like turn around. Yeah. Tell me
Just
when
turn
to turn
around
around.
and yeah, it's just like I think it's an exercise of active listening, right? Like
Yeah.
we wouldn't be like distracted by the connection or the comments and stuff. It would be like, but it would be, you know, a little bit. I guess we would be asking people to look at the backs of our heads.
Yeah, and I don't know how the back of my head looks like. Like, is it a nice back of a head? Like, is it
Uh,
sexy? Like, do you know if
you
your the
know,
back of your head is
I'll be
sexy?
honest. I'll be honest. The back of your head is like it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
great. It's curiosity. I mean, yeah, I would really appreciate it. Now I know.
Passing grade, back of head.
You have a stunning back of head, so I just wanted to
Oh
say that.
well. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's like
you didn't have
glorious.
to say
Sometimes
it,
I'm
but
just like,
thank
I
you.
wish I saw more of the back of your head.
I see. Okay, let's go. Let's move on. Let's go. What's your collection? Let's start it off.
Wait. There's okay. So one of them, you know. Wait, let me name it. Okay, so I would collect lettuce. So Tessa
Yes,
like
yes.
curated a show. It was like
Side piece.
side piece. So like it
Yeah.
was kind of the premise of like what artists do on the side or like things that they kind of collect or whatever. And like for me, it's like lettuce things. And like I really love fake food. Like I think it's such a sculpture and it's such an art form. Look.
It looks so real.
I feel like you're like my teacher or parent and I just want to impress you and I'm going, look.
It's show and tell. I'm like that lettuce doesn't look as real as the last lettuce,
And this
but
is a
good
glass
effort.
one.
That's a glass one.
Yeah. You guys see it?
Wow.
Well, they're both glass, yeah. I think I like it because like some of them don't look like what they look like, but they are sold as what they are, so you could tell, you know, it's lettuce or it's whatever, but off off initial viewing you would be like, what is this brick of green? And then you look closer and it is
Mm-hmm.
what it is. Yeah. I love that. That's why I like fake stuff too. Like, you know, like bootleg things because
Mm-hmm.
then they're supposed to be something and you know what it is, but then there's a bit of like I don't know, humor in it, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I think there's like every time you encounter something that's bootleg or quote unquote bootleg, you know, you always think about ideas of authenticity or like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or even just like what is deemed real, right?
Yeah.
Not to get like fake deep or whatever, but like all that shit you can take really to a whole other level, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's like a few things like communication, you know, like when design is communicated and like how
Yes,
things
that's true.
turn out. And I love that because I feel like it's a different language of like trying to say like this is what it is, like this is a lettuce and then it doesn't look like it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like with stuff like fake food or something, sometimes when it doesn't look like the food, it makes it so interesting because it looks enough like the food, but it
Mm-hmm.
also asks of you to suspend your disbelief for a second,
Yeah.
and to like put to fill in the forms of the thing that you know. And
Mm-hmm.
so you're encountering an object that is like, I don't know, it sounds cheesy, but you essentially are having this like negotiation with the object, that it's like you're giving me this much and I'm contributing this much, and combined we're, you know, the metamorphin Power Rangers, right? We're
Yeah.
suddenly like a greater thing because of our interaction, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a maybe yeah, like a bonding, but in a way where it's like you're asked to take a leap of faith into
Yes,
acceptance. And
yes,
like
yes.
I think like that kind of like reverberates into like kind of me and like upbringing and stuff, just like trying to like allow for understanding or like a reach for like accepting something as it is and knowing what it is. And like,
Mm.
you know, those kind of that kind of notion of like consideration, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. And I think that's sort of like what's, you know, asked of us. I think if we're being present, you know, that's what's asked of us on a daily basis, right? It's like with sort of like what are our ideas for the future and things like that. It's like there's
Mhm.
this thing that we're aspiring to, but we sort of have to like believe that it's there and it's waiting for us or something.
Yeah.
I
Or like
mean,
forgiving perfection, you know, like or accepting nothing is perfect in that way, you
yes.
know? Things
Yeah.
like that. Like I think
Yeah.
I love that because I'm like I am very afraid of judgment and like to like accept things as they are, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Especially with I find with my collection, like the things I collect, I think it's like finding the beauty in these items that are like deemed like maybe commercial or just like not an art thing or like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh, that's so beautiful, Ness.
The bowl.
Yeah. Alexis projects. Do you set them up into little sceneries?
No, it's just in this bowl. It's just here.
Yeah. There you go. That's your answer.
That's it. Yeah, I wish if I had more space or wall space, I would, but no.
Can you tell me, I know this is like a terrible question, but is
Mm.
there is there one uh lettuce from that collection that means more to you for whatever reason, or is
Mm.
tied to like, you know, I think we talked about this before, we had brought up this idea where it's like sometimes you are the one collecting, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it feels like when you encounter something, they are the thing, or that thing is the thing that finds you. You know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
almost as if like
Yeah.
a piece of that piece of lettuce knew you needed it and decided to
Oh,
show up or something.
I
Is
mean,
there something
maybe,
like that, or?
yeah, no, like I get what you mean with that. I feel like maybe not the lettuce stuff
Mm,
because those kind of things, I mean, more so like these like glass ones, like I got it in like Winnipeg when we were painting a mural with like Birdo.
mm-hmm,
So but then I just remember feeling like every day we'd like paint like over 12 hours in this like parking lot thing.
mm-hmm.
And there would be like an antique store nearby. And like I just didn't expect much and then stumbled into these. So I felt like that was like
That's
a
the
nice
best.
sign to keep going. Like maybe it's just me putting meaning onto things, but I was just like, look, you like held on for this long and now this like amazing funny thing and like it like resets your mind, I guess. Like for me, I'm just like, it's okay. Like things are okay. We're gonna do this. Like
That's like that's
yeah.
such a blessing of a worldview, I think, you know, to be able to take a small sign like that and give it the significance that you need to like push yourself. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think it's silly at all. I think it's like it's great, you know. It's I think people should be a little bit more in tune in general with those small like signs that they can encounter.
Yeah, like I feel like
Yeah.
it might be like self-seeking, but like at least like it gives you a moment of like, you know, like see you held on for this long and this
Yeah.
happened and that's amazing. And if you keep going, like I feel like that with like a lot of life memories, like I would like it will come every so like once in a blue moon, but then when it happens and I'll be like I'll just think like I'm glad I'm here and like I'm glad I waited this long to like come to this moment that I'd be like appreciate, you know, like so that lettuce thing
Poetic,
was
Ness. Poetic. I love it.
I'm
It's so
sentimental
beautiful.
as
Yeah.
fuck.
We have
But
all the time and all the room for sentimentality. I'm for it.
me, yeah. Are we
I'm
gonna cry?
for it. Yeah, man. Let's get some tears going. We'll collect those tears in a bottle.
Oh my gosh. I mean I would if I could. Well, when I'm crying, I don't think of the jar and like where to get it and like to collect the tears, you know?
Right, right. It's okay. It's okay. They're like released into the world. You know, the
If I
world.
sent you a jar, like a tiny vial of my tears,
Yeah.
would you like keep it?
Not during the COVID times.
But it'll be in a jar.
Oh, yeah. And
I'll
that jar
sanitize
would
it.
be 2 meters away from me at all times.
But then after like this pandemic,
Yeah.
less than
Once
two
once
two
Trudeau
meters.
is like the whole pandemic is over, the crisis is over, then I'll grab the jar and I'll probably like pour the tears into my own eyes and then cry with you.
Oh, I didn't expect that. I thought you would like smell it, but put it on your own. Oh, I don't know.
Smell
Like,
it.
yeah, I gotta think this over.
Smell it. Okay.
That's what I would do, and I'll put it on my eyeballs. Like,
I mean, it's just salt water, isn't it?
not my tears.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, should I show the next thing?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Okay. Wait. All right. So then I think I have to move the camera. Okay. So my next ones are tin toys,
Tin
like
toys, yes.
wind up
Yeah.
toys. And I find them really fascinating. Like mostly
Is
it was like a lot of curiosity and like the mechanics of it. And
is that a tin toy?
yeah.
And what does it
So like
do?
I think in Japan it was like also very big to have like tin toy. Like there maybe that was an industry, like a popular industry.
Yeah.
So this is one from Japan and it's called Helping Hand.
Oh God.
And I have to show you. Wait. Okay, so wait, let me wind it. Wait, this way. Because what happens is like it moves when you put an item there
Yeah.
and it'll move like to the direction you want it. So it's helping.
Oh shit. It's like
Yeah.
like a delivery.
Yeah. So wait, let me try to show you. Wait, it's like this. Wait, okay. So you see it? All right. And then you could put like, is this better? Like this, okay.
Yo, curbside pickup.
Yeah, it's a helping hand.
Oh my God, that is incredible.
Okay, wait, this is another one. It's like a tortoise. And it's like a tin toy made in India.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna let them keep going and then you guys can just see it. Wait, and this is a duck. I think it's
Yes,
supposed to be in
yes.
water, but like, I don't know, it still
Yeah.
works.
I was with you when you got that duck, right?
You see it?
Yeah, I was with you when we got that duck, no?
In Chinatown. I
Oh,
got
was
in.
it in Chinatown? No, that must have been another thing then.
Oh, okay. Well, then I have
Next
to grab it at the same time.
Ross says next time bring deliver the donuts by the hand.
Donuts by the
Yeah,
head.
Ross. We also funny enough, we also ran into Ross yesterday, and so he knows about
Oh,
Ness
right.
delivering the donuts. Yeah,
Oh, I should. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
That's what I'm saying, man. Curbside pickup.
Curbside like this.
Yeah.
Cute, right? Cute, very cute.
Oh my God.
Oh, this one's like, I might mess it up, but this one like, oh no.
What is that?
It's supposed to chase the fish, and then it
Oh, that's the one that Devin broke.
I kind of fixed it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the end of those toys.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
Oh
Hi,
no, I'm not.
Suri. How are you?
It's nerdy. Hi, everyone.
Hello from LA.
My nephew.
My nephew.
Who's the nephew?
Yeah, who's the nephew, Erica?
I'm your nephew? I'm your nephew, Erica?
Huh?
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. And
That's
I don't
amazing.
know.
The
Not a lot
helping
of stuff.
hand alone. I feel like, you know, I feel like you could do a thing with the helping hand delivering the helping hand and somehow like knocking it over so that it continues like a relay or something. In almost like a very extended, right? Like if the helping hand was carrying a helping hand.
Oh my god. Like an
And wait, is that a tin toy too?
it's just like oh
No,
no.
like a helping hand.
I mean like a
Can you
decapitated
can you
human
can you
hand?
show us the helping hand delivering? No, like two helping hands helping each other.
Like that?
Can you do for us a helping hand delivering that foot that you were holding?
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Just
Okay.
like real quick.
I understand. Okay, wait. Okay. Okay, you have to put weight.
Okay, just put the foot as if it were a foot. Like, why does it have to be upside
Oh, it
down?
needs weight. It needs weight to be activated.
Oh,
Okay.
I see. I can't.
Any more requests, Tatar?
I
Huh?
can't.
Any more?
I
What else do you
can't.
want, huh?
We're ending this IG live early. Thank you very much, everyone.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Wait, is there, are we like done?
No, no, no. I didn't mean that seriously, Ness. Come
You
on.
done with me?
Jeez. Here we go.
Oh,
What's
look at
next?
this
What's next?
popcorn. This
What is that?
popcorn. It's like miniature food.
Okay.
Oh, but then like when you take out the popcorn, it's just the popcorn. Like this.
So is that an actual popcorn?
You're supposed to laugh. Like that's when you're supposed to laugh. Are you frozen?
I don't get it.
You don't find it hilarious that you could pick up all of your
I don't
popcorn out of the tub? Like
I don't even know what that is.
it's popcorn. Dude,
In a tub?
it's in this popcorn container.
Okay.
And look, oh my gosh,
Oh,
okay.
it's okay.
Tough
Okay.
crowd.
I
Tough crowd. I'm trying to make you
no.
laugh.
Well, okay, to be honest, you're a little bit pixelated, so it's
Oh,
from
okay.
this end, it just looks like a giant one single kernel. Yes, Parky 1994 NES is a bit blurry, exactly. So I can't tell that that is
Oh,
actually a cluster of popcorn, but
what is
now I
this?
know. That is a joint.
No, it's a glass of beer.
Oh my God. It's okay, have we moved on to the next part of your collection here? I feel
Yeah,
like
but
we've
now that I know
segued.
I'm blurry, maybe it's bad because these are all miniature stuff.
You just got to bring it super close. Bring it
Okay.
super close to the camera.
But isn't it like too close?
No, I see it now. It's better.
Oh.
It looks like a Lego.
No.
Like a beer Lego.
I'm frustrated now. Okay, wait. Look, okay, little bag with like soy sauce.
Bring it close. Bring it close. Oh my God. Amazing. Holy shit.
Maybe it's harder to see. And then there's
That's not something you made though, right?
no.
Oh, I know what that is. That's eggs.
Yeah, it's eggs.
That's
And then
eggs.
you take out the eggs.
Are,
Okay.
are there actual eggs inside? Like,
Yeah, and you can take it out.
you can take out the eggs?
Yeah, they all.
Oh my God.
I know.
Can you crack the eggs?
No, you could probably eat it though, if you wanted to. Like a Tic Tac. But
Like a
look, see,
Tic
look,
Tac.
this beer bottle. They would the beer came out, and the beer is just
What
this.
the?
The beer.
It's like the popcorn.
Yeah, yeah. See?
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Yeah, you're supposed to laugh now.
So do you like take the beer out and then hold the empty glass and go like, "Oh, I'm tipsy."
Oh fuck. Yes, I do.
Yes.
You calling me a lightweight? Lightweight, because okay, yeah, that's kind of it. Well, there's more. How are we for time? I don't look at the clock.
We're good for time. We're good for time. We're at 40-ish minutes. We have another 20 minutes for you to show your wares. What is that? What is that? You're sort of lagging, Ness. Sorry. You got to move a bit slower. You're too fast, too furious. Wait, you're moving too fast. You got to slow down.
I am so still
Just
right
hold
now.
it. Just hold it. Let the Wi-Fi catch up. What is it?
Cookie cutter.
What are cookie cutters?
It's a dragon.
In what shapes? I can't tell
It's a
what shapes there are.
dragon. Oh, maybe it's hard to see here.
Oh shit.
Oh no, that's
Can
worse.
you put it up against like a white thing or a colored thing? Oh, is it?
Can you see, Grandpa?
Okay, hold it still. Hold it still.
I can't. Does anyone see
No,
it?
it still looks like a block of chocolate.
You know what? It's
I
just you,
can't tell.
Cesar, okay? Everyone
We'll
see
take
it for
your word
real.
on it.
And there's like a
Ness,
lobster
look.
one.
Read Ko's comment. Read Ko's comment.
Oh, am I drugs? Can you see it? Oh my. Oh no,
I
man.
can't see it.
Is
It
it a
just looks like
you thing?
a block of something.
It's a cookie cutter.
No, I. I see the clipboard. I
That's
see the
all you
clipboard.
see? I'm tired.
I think you need to be collecting a better internet service.
Okay, it's fine. But I think it is slow. Sorry, guys.
Susie says you've fallen into a glitchy masterpiece, Nest. Oh, I wish we could see those. Sorry.
So, yeah. You see this is a dragon. Come on. Cesar, don't you see the dragon?
I think you need to turn off your LimeWire. You know, you're downloading too many.
No.
I can't see it, man.
Okay.
I can't see it. You can see it, and we'll take your word for it. You want to come say hi?
Hey, Ness.
If if she's not frozen, she's been kind of like laggy.
Hi.
Pixel
Stay
dragon. There
really
you go. Thank you, Yona. It's a pixel dragon.
Why she's being
Okay.
pixelated?
I don't know. Just a bad
Like
connection.
everything, like my whole face.
I mean, kind of.
Oh, I don't know how to fix
Is it the
myself.
Wi-Fi connection?
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We can just keep showing abstract cookie cutters for the next 20 minutes.
Okay.
Collection? Cookie cutters?
Yeah.
Am I
Do
moving?
you have more things you want to show us?
I mean, I have molds. Lots of
Yes.
molds. So this is chicken. They had like cleverness to put it in like a chicken mold. So I love that. It's a chicken.
Oh,
So then when it came out,
is that an actual like food product packaging?
yeah, like so it'd just be like I think meat, like fake meat tape.
Okay. Okay. And then
You see it?
when you popped it out, it stayed in the same chicken shape.
Yeah.
I I mean, I can sort of see it. I can sort of see it. I'm I'm doing the sort of like filling in the blanks thing right now with it. Oh, I see it now. I see it now. Yeah. Did it like when you popped it out, did it stay in the shape of the chicken?
Pretty fun. So it's kind of like fish ball paste
That's
put into
that's
like this
gross.
mold. No, it's not gross. You're gross.
Yeah. Yeah,
You hear
so
that?
no, you're right. It's delicious. It sounds absolutely delicious. Yeah. Yeah. What is that? You're cutting out a bit.
Oh no.
Oh, it's a pig.
Yeah. This feels like charades. I'm sorry, my internet must be so bad.
No, it's totally cool. It's we're like trying to make it work. We're trying to make it work. It's trying times, Ness. Global pandemic. Your worst nightmare is bad connection. It's art. Thank you, Susie. It is art. It is art.
Yeah, pixelated. Do you see this? What is it, Tessar?
I know what that is. I know what that
Yeah?
is.
Yeah?
That's
Do
code
it.
for come and get this blank. Come and get this duh. No? No? It's an eggplant. It's just an eggplant.
Shelly pointed me towards his corn.
What is that?
Corn?
It's
Your favorite.
corn.
Yeah.
Is that glass too?
No.
My favorite.
It's
Corn is not my favorite. Eggplant is not my favorite either. Susie, I love the positivity. Thank you. I like this game, Guess the Pixelated Object.
oh
I
no.
love it. That's so kind.
Thank you. Sorry.
Ness,
I don't know
what do
how to
you
make it.
say? What do you say? What is that? A lychee?
No, it's just like a lantern.
That
Oh
looks like
no.
that looks like a peeled lychee to me.
Oh no, it's not food, Dad. It's not food. Yeah. I don't know. Will you guys see anything? What's this? What is this?
That's a
It's a
foot.
foot.
That's a foot.
You
That's
see?
a
Okay,
foot.
it's a foot.
That's a
And then,
foot.
oh, what is this? What is this? Wait.
That's a finger.
Great. Good. Excellent.
Oh, Ivan's here. Paper
What is
lantern.
it?
Hi, Ivan. That is a giant green grape.
Yes, you're right. You're right. I think, yeah, that was
Shrimp.
kind of it. I don't know.
What do
Shrimp?
you what do you think about opening it up for some questions, Ness? Oh, damn.
Oh.
That's like those like marble bust looking things, and then they're like actually
Yeah,
paper
they're like, oh
stuff.
my God, Dad.
It's like, just kidding. It's not a bust, it's paper. It's contemporary art.
This is art. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's true. Love it.
Did you see that? You see that, Tessar?
I love it. I love it. And you know
Yeah.
what? Ko is right. It is your connection just got a lot better.
Oh
Do you
my
want to
God.
try it? Do you want to try it squeezing the cookie cutters now while we can see you?
You see it?
Yes.
You see it?
Yes. Yes, that's an awesome one. That's an
You
awesome
see
one. The
it?
dragon one's crazy. Uh no, I don't see that one. Is that a
Okay,
cow?
how about now?
Is that a
No, it's a
cow?
horse. It's a
It's a
horse.
horse. Okay, I mean
Yeah.
close. Close.
What's this?
Close.
I feel like I'm your eye doctor, and I'm like, how about
Yeah.
this?
E310B.
Okay, is this
Next
clear
line.
or is this clear?
Uh
Is this clear?
yeah, it's clear
Wait.
now.
Okay. Wait, this one I don't know. It's like a dog or something. Or no.
That is a dog.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Ness needs to make cookies so we can see the molds. I agree.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Let's
I'll do
go.
it. I'll do it.
Ness, let's open it up to some questions. We have about 10 minutes left. And
Okay.
I don't know, I mean, I could ask you a million questions, but we can do that on our own time. I just want to open it up if anyone has any questions. Maybe someone wants to ask you what kind of internet provider you have so that we can like avoid.
It's tech savvy. And
No,
my
no, I use TechSavvy and it's good.
no, but my cable is like outside my window, so I actually see the cable like flailing like a flag.
Oh,
Right there. Do you want to see it?
no,
Okay.
no, I
I mean, I
don't.
can show you. Oh, but you believe me, right?
I do believe you. I mean, I
Okay,
think
that's
the
all that
proof
matters.
is in the pudding. Yeah.
I don't got pudding though.
All right, let's open it up to questions. Does anyone have any questions?
There's
If
no
not, then we can like fill the time somehow. I don't know.
because this is where I turn the tables.
James is
And I
dying.
you.
Oh,
James is dying. Is he okay?
of laughter, right? Not like
Right?
actually dying. You can't say
We're in a
stuff like that.
pandemic.
Yeah, well, you can't say
We're in
stuff
a
like that right now. It's very
Give them
misleading.
mouth to mouth, Alexis. Revive your lover.
Give mouth
Oh
to
my
mouth.
God. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We're like,
Okay, we got a question. We got a question. You ready, Ness? I'm about
yes,
to reveal it.
yes.
Oh my God.
Where are the wigs? Oh shit. Yeah. Okay, wait. There's like, this is a bread. Wait. Here's a wig.
That is a piece of bread and a wig.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's the wigs. That's your
Uh-huh.
that's the answer to your question.
But there are more than one wig.
Yeah. I have
There
another
is
one.
more than one wig.
Here's like this toupee looking one. I don't know where to put it on top of. Hmm.
Put it on your
Oh,
head. Put it on your head.
oh,
Perfect.
thank you.
Blondes do have
My,
more fun.
this is a baby.
Oh
Oh,
my
this is another
God.
fun.
What? Yo, you gotta warn people before you just pop up like, no. Put that away. Put that away. Oh God.
What? It's a child. You have one.
Yeah, I know.
You
I
have
don't
the
need to see
babies.
another child right now.
Okay. Well, there's the wigs. So.
Okay, you ready? We got a
Well,
next one.
actually.
We got a next one for you. Ready?
Okay. Okay. Oldest? The food piece that's the
Which food piece
oldest.
is the oldest and what's the story behind it?
The oldest. I don't know if I have. They all started at the same time, like all at once, like maybe the same year. But I did like start because like we had a project called Sad Art Store, like SAS. So it was all about like things being confused, like culturally from like being of immigrant families and just kind of like not really knowing our identity and what comes with it, like learning the process of the diaspora of being like East or Southeast Asian, what have you. So like I think this is what started it because like I think I made these as like hair clips at one point. You
Mm-hmm.
see it? Yeah. So like it started like it began like our exploration on like understanding the differences of things but how same they are and like accepting in that way. Yeah, like what we were talking about earlier.
Mm.
Yeah, like to see like how things came to be and like as a result they are what they are, but like accepting it for that. I feel
Yeah,
like that
for
was an
sure.
extension of like that art store because wherever backgrounds we all came from, I think we all had the commonality of like our childhoods, like being raised in like wherever we were, and then like culturally also dived in, immersed in a culture where we didn't quite understand because we're like in Canada, and like
Mm.
being with other people. So yeah, I think it was like a lot of finding yourself in this kind of lettuce food thing, but I like appreciating beauty and like what it is.
Isn't it so wild that like for one person those are like plastic pieces of lettuce leaf, and for you
Mm-hmm.
it provided like a vehicle towards like an idea, or like
Yeah.
to like an understanding, like even if it's like so small, it started something
Mm-hmm.
for you, right?
Yeah, because I think like a lot of things and I've had conversations about it, how like art could be one thing of what we know, like fine art and like making and painting and creating.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of things are art that we don't really maybe give credit for,
Mm-hmm.
like the way something's made and designed, and a lot of things that we buy that are like maybe not necessarily by choice, like it's cheap and like we could afford it.
Right.
I find like beauty in some of those things because they're made for what it is at the price point at what it is, but like to like satisfy a living life kind of thing.
Yeah, for
So
sure, for
I
sure.
don't know if that makes sense, but like I think I appreciate those things that don't immediately appear as art, but more as a vehicle of like living and communication. Like say if it's like food, it's just to like show
Yeah,
that it's
I
food.
think
Like
so. I think sometimes we place like We place like importance. Sorry, what was that?
Baguette. Oh, and you and Aya gave me this baguette.
That is a huge piece of bread.
Yeah.
Does
Sorry, what were you...
does it still smell fresh out the oven? Does it still smell fresh out the oven? Amazing.
have like a fruity scent. Yeah.
Fruity smell.
Yeah, I don't know. The squid.
That's weird. Okay, we have like 5 minutes. If you guys have questions, send it through in the icon with the question mark. We want to get to any questions if they're like very. Arnold is saying yo Ness, and Aileen is saying hi Aileen.
Thanks for coming and joining, you guys. Bad internet.
This is great. It's too bad we only have 5 minutes left. Well, if a question is not coming on, can I pass it over to you, Ness? Like, do you have any last words that you want to say before we kind of wrap it up?
Last words. I like how you're doing these conversations.
Well, not last. God, not last words, but you know. Before,
like
yeah, just for this episode.
Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
See, hear the lag.
No, not last words about me. I I meant like last words about the collection and or how, you know, like how you've been doing during these times and things like that.
I mean, I think it's been really nice to like be in so much about these things to remind me of like, you know, joyful moments, or like kind of the idea that I waited it out to like encounter these items, like kind of remind me to like keep going, and like also just like laugh and like not be serious, and like out, like, so I think having these things really helped me to like not only feel more like I'm talking to myself, like I'm actually having a moment where I'm communicating like, you like this thing and now you know it, and then
Mm.
how these, and like I think because collecting, like my idea was collecting was kind of also rebellion, because like I feel like I grew up like helping my family a lot, so, or just feeling like that's what I was here for, so to collect these things.
Mm-hmm.
And like
You have 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds.
oh my gosh, I don't work